Two guys having a little talk.
Two guys having a little chat.
Two guys having a little talk.
Two beards having a little rub.
Hey everybody, my name is Evan O'Neill,
And I'm TJ Wasiuk.
and this is Two Guys Small Talk, episode 35, 4, 5, maybe 3.
Number one.
Yeah, this is New Guys, New Chat, episode 1, the weed episode.
Oh, the weed episode.
Today we're going to be talking about a couple of things. We're just going to be BSing. TJ and I have had a lot going on in our lives lately.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about a couple of headline news articles that may interest you. I know I'm going to talk about a couple that irritate me. So with that, let's get started. TJ, you just got back from visiting
Dan
our
the
good
man.
Dan the Man, Dan Farrow,
Yes.
all the way up in Colorado.
All the way up in the Denver mountains, the Mile High Club.
Yeah. You drove 12-something hours.
Yeah, 12 hours there, and then 12 hours back.
Yeah. Tell me, how was
Boy, is my leg tired.
my ass flat?
I mean, I don't have cruise control on my car, so that's fun. So if I'm going like over 75, then it's kind of hard to gauge it. You have to keep on looking down instead of, enjoying the ride.
Relaxing.
Yeah. So on Tuesday afternoon around 11, I was like, all right, I'm going to go to Dan's now. It's probably be like 12 when I get there, and yeah, it was around 11:30 when I got there eventually. But the ride was boring. I hate New Mexico. That is the most boring state to drive through. I say next to Texas. Texas is pretty bad because it's just so spaced out, and
Oh, yeah.
there's nothing much to look at.
You better get gas while you can.
Yeah. New Mexico had cheap gas. It was like 40 cents cheaper than over here, so that was nice. But yeah, so I got there. Saw Dan's new apartment. He's in a new, I guess, a townhouse, you would call it. It's kind of like how you had it in Abilene. So it has the upstairs and downstairs. The downstairs like the kitchen and living room area, and then upstairs are the living rooms, or bedrooms rather.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice place. It's right off the I-25. Pretty quiet. He keeps it nice and cold in there. I was like, is it really this cold outside? No, it's Dan's AC that he likes to blast in there. He has a roommate. His name is Terrence. And the morning after I got there, Terrence came downstairs like, oh, it's so cold. So apparently Dan likes to crank down the AC because it gets pretty hot at night or something.
Oh, yeah, Dan. He's a sweaty guy, I bet.
Him and his lady friend.
Lady friend, I bet it gets hot
Mm-hmm.
and heavy in that room.
Yeah.
So tell me, I know you went to some good places to eat.
Yeah, I went to this blue Octopus, I think it's called. It's a sushi
Mhm.
restaurant. Like strictly just sushi in there. Had some really good sushi shit. Got a appetizer that was peppers with the ponzu sauce. I never had that before. It's kind of like I guess kind of like an edamame type of deal where you like have like the peppers.
Describe this sauce to me.
The ponzu?
Yeah.
It's like a brown spicy-ish sauce.
Was it spicy?
No, just a little spice to it. It's
Yeah.
like a soy-based sauce.
Okay.
And then we had these cherry bombs, they're called, which were pretty damn good. Slips my mind what it is though. It's like a little spicy I think tuna or something. And then after that we had a steak on rocks. So they came out with the rocks were like hot as hell, and you have your steak on there.
Yeah.
Cook it as long as you want, type of deal. And then after that we had like 10 rolls. So we went pretty ham on that shit. Oh yeah, and his girlfriend's friend was in town. She had a layover to hang out, so she was there from 2 to like 8. So she hung out with us too. So there was 4 of us hanging out. So that was pretty cool. We walked around Denver. I went to this giant ass Whole Foods. They have a 2-story Whole Foods in downtown Denver now, and it even has like the Alexa retail set up in there, the Amazon stuff. From there, we went to play pool at this brewery called something with a Y, but
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Dan's girlfriend is a shark at pool. She like raped all of us. Yeah, I'm okay, but she's really good, and apparently her friends are pool players too. So yeah, after the pool, we went to do karaoke. We went to this Mexican bar that starts at their karaoke at like 5 to close. And there's only like a group of ladies there. What's that? Cracklins? Some pig skins.
Okay, so
yeah.
What was your favorite part of the trip?
Hanging out with Dan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he showed me this Polish bar. We didn't get to go that night, but I went the next day, and it was pretty badass. I talked to this old guy from Vietnam that is like a sound technician. So he's like really into music and stuff like that. And we were trading music back and forth on the jukebox, and he was wearing the same kind of shirt like you're wearing, except polyester. It looked almost exactly like that.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, and
old guy didn't get
right. And after that, I hung out with my aunt. I never been to her place before, so that's cool.
You live in Colorado?
Yeah. She has a nice house. And they're currently remodeling it and stuff. I'm like, god damn. But yeah, it was a fun trip. The drive was long and boring, but I listened to a lot of podcasts and shit.
You know who I listen to whenever I go on a road trip? There's 2 albums that I almost always listen to whenever I know I'm going to be driving for more than 3 hours. And that is, 1, Norma Jean's Oh God, The Aftermath.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good, chaotic metalcore album that I know will stimulate my senses and keep me awake. And then I normally listen to Mastodon's Crack the Sky, which is just my favorite album of all time. And it's a pretty long-running album, so it's a good, it gives me the opportunity to get into that headspace and listen to it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your visit?
Oh, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I had a blast.
That's great, man.
Yeah, I mean, just that one day was awesome. I think Dan even said it was his best day ever. I was like, oh, Dan, that's awesome.
What a guy,
yeah.
Huh? What a pal. Buddy. I know our members Gerard and Hudspeth, Tyler Hudspeth, went and visited him recently.
Oh, Gerard did too?
But maybe just Hudspeth, right?
Hey, Hudspeth.
Yeah, just Tyler. Tyler went and visited him. That's cool. That's good. He's been getting some 2 guys action lately, which is good. Keep him in the fold.
I think Gerard's supposed to come out here in July still. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, I know Tommy Boy is wanting to go and visit you too.
Mm.
I'm going to have to put off any future plans foreseeable future, considering that I'm not making much money at my current job.
Yeah.
But
Wait, did you get disconnected?
no, I'm still here.
Oh, okay, cool. It just froze for a second.
No. But I went to a nice brewery that just opened today.
Alexandria Brewery, what's it called?
Huckleberry Brewing Company. They have 4 beers on draft now.
Okay.
They have a blonde ale, a raspberry that tastes better than Avita Purple Haze, in my opinion.
Wow.
They have an IPA, which is a fair IPA. It's not super dank or anything, but it's a pretty good one. And they have a very good coffee stout.
I like coffee stouts.
I went with Ian Baldridge and Thomas Lipsy and my girlfriend Abby, all of which, except for Abby, are members of the group. We played some cornhole. I got really close to winning. But
is it a good sized bar?
Well, it's a tap room.
Oh, it's a tap room.
Yeah, it's decent sized.
Yeah.
It was sort of already packed by the time we got there. But we were able to find a seat inside and then find a table outside before we started playing cornhole.
Did they do growlers and crowlers and stuff like that?
Yeah. They had small growlers that looked like they were probably about 24 ounces, maybe 32. And then they had 64-ounce growlers. It was a fair price. Their operating hours are kind of odd, though. Well, maybe not odd.
Was it like 4 to 8?
Well, Wednesday and Thursday they're open from 3 to 8. Friday they're 4 to 8. Sorry.
Yeah, I was right.
Friday they're open from 4 to 8, and then Saturday they're open from 1 to 8. So, I mean, it's a brewing company.
Yeah.
They be spending all their time serving beer. Speaking of, rest in peace to the brew house.
Oh, yeah. Little Alexandria Brewhouse.
Yeah, the Pineville
sorry.
Pitchers and Pints Brew House will be closing down on June 30th. It is a local bar that previously was boasted as having the most different beer on tap.
In the area?
Yeah, in the area. Not sure why they're closing down, but they're closing down here pretty quickly.
Probably business reasons. They don't make enough money.
Probably.
Can I backtrack to Denver? So I went to different breweries. That Wine Coop is what it's called, where we played pool at. I tried their beers. They were really good. I had one that was a blonde nitro, which was kind of cool. It's like a blonde, but it's a nitro.
Okay.
It was a good one. I was like, I gotta try that. Why not? And it was pretty good. Then I went to this one place that was kind of like an English pub. I just had their unfiltered Hefeweizen, and that was pretty good. Mm-hmm. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. What's that?
I said I bet it was yeasty.
Yeah. They gave me a little lemons wedge on top. And then after that, I went to the biggest hipster brewery I've ever been to in my life. It's called Grandma's House. I don't know if you can look it up online, but they do knitting. They have old school video games, and they have a shit ton of like knickknacks behind the bar.
Knickknacks? What do you mean?
Like little tchotchkes, little action figures and I don't know, stuff you would put on a shelf. But their taps had there were like knit covers on top of them. And then inside they had like old grandma style couch, like a 80s style TV in front of it with an N64 plugged into it.
See, now that's what I would have. I would have an old tube TV.
Are you looking it up?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to, but I'm trying to load Facebook at the same time.
No worries. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I was like, this is a cool place. Oh yeah, and then that the Polish bar, the Kinga's, they're actually open at 4, so that's why we weren't able to get in there the other time when I was with Dan, because we wanted to eat there, but we got there when the kitchen closed at 9. So I ended up going the next day at 4 and staying till like 6 or something, and had their pierogies, which were pretty good.
Cheese and sausage, I saw that.
Yeah, I was gonna get more, but I wasn't hungry. I was gonna try like their schnitzel and their potato pancakes, but I was full. Just that one plate. How's the comments going? Anyone talking?
Oh yeah, Thomas is watching. Matthew Vidrine chimed in earlier. Jose Anaya.
What's up, Jose?
And Daniel Farrow gave us a heart react on the Two Guys Small Talk post. So did Mark Rowell. We got some attention.
Nice. You said you had some news articles?
Talking about they serve you old beer in jam jelly jars, so mason jars.
Oh,
that's cool.
You're talking about the Grandma's house?
Yeah, Grandma's house on South Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
Farrow is in here, I think, currently. Winnie the Pooh and shit, and Ataris. Sounds very 90s-ish, is what Thomas said.
Very.
So let's move into the news for just a few minutes, and then we'll move on to our general topic of the night, which will be marijuana. But so dude, I've already told you what's pissed me off in the last 24 hours with the news. That was why it's newsworthy to talk about what the First Lady was wearing.
I mean, what did it say on her jacket?
I don't really care, do you?
Yeah, like, I don't know what. It's like a fashion company that made that, right?
Yeah, but apparently it was a thing towards the press, right?
Are you sure? Oh, I guess, yeah. She's not oblivious. But she did go down. Didn't she go down to the border and, like, see what's going on?
Yeah, she went to entertainment camp.
Yesterday or maybe 2 days ago? I don't know.
Yesterday. It makes me mad. So I'm like, why is that newsworthy?
It's just the littlest things,
Now that we are recording, Bethesda is suing Warner Brothers.
For what?
Because they're saying that the Warner Brothers Westworld game is a blatant ripoff of Fallout Shelter.
There's a Westworld game?
I just learned that too.
I didn't know that.
And the sub-headline is Bethesda sues makers of Westworld game, saying it uses Fallout Shelter's code.
So it's like their mobile game? Is that what they're talking about?
Yeah.
Like the little hand. How could you make a Westworld game like that?
I can't understand how you'd make a Westworld game in general.
Yeah.
Having seen the first season, but not the second season.
Yeah, I haven't seen the second one yet. I'm waiting for it to finish, and then I'm going to watch it.
If you got that HBO Go or HBO Now, whatever login, hit me up, please.
Someone was saying they were going to let me borrow theirs. I forgot who. Anyways.
I know Thomas has it, but he won't give me the login.
Oh, I know who has it. Ryan. He said he was going to let me borrow his.
I got a comment from Tyler Hudspeth. He said, "Wow, I just opened this at work and you literally shouted marijuana."
Well, why are you listening to this at your work in front of everybody?
Put on some headphones, you dork.
I don't know if he can. I think he's at the front because he does the bank. He's a bank teller.
Whatever, dude.
Put it on mute and just see our beautiful faces. How about that?
Oh, yeah. So anyways, Bitcoin is down, but cryptocurrency in general is up.
I mean, it's going to continue to go up
Yeah.
It's, but you know, like
Oh yeah.
the Bitcoin. Oh, you're frozen again. The Bitcoin, you know, goes on the up and down all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
at that one point last year it was like way down, and people are like, oh, it's gonna come back up. It's gonna come back up. Do you know where it's at right now?
No idea.
Okay.
But I know that we just had E3.
Yeah. The Fallout 74 or something it's called?
76.
76. It's kind of like an MMO-ish kind of game.
Yeah, but supposedly only going to be 12 people to a server at a time, or to a game instance at a time. I want to play it, but I want to play it with my friends.
Yeah.
So that way we can knock out objectives and all that shit.
You would think they would have like an invite, so I'm sure they'll have something like that instead of just pair you up with random people.
I'm excited for Doom Eternal, which will be the sequel to the 2016 Doom, which ended on a cliffhanger. If you've played it,
I mean,
if you have not played it,
we have a gameplay.
We have a gameplay that I'm still working on, but the game itself is $14.99, I think, right now on the PlayStation.
Oh, it went down. It was $30.
It's half off right now.
Yeah, so if you're into shooters, it's good to get. Yeah.
Exotic shooters.
I can't recommend it enough. It's a fun game. I mean, it's a game you just, you know, if you just want to play for a little bit too, you can just pick up and play.
I'll tell you this. I don't think it's hard to tell why I'm a fan of both Hotline Miami and Doom.
The fast-paced craziness.
Yeah, fast-paced, just back to back to back.
And they also have great soundtracks that help enhance the game.
Games have fantastic soundtracks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super stoked for Doom Eternal because, one, I love Doom. Two, I'm excited for that motherfucking soundtrack, boy! Look, if you work out, if you don't, you should. But if you work out, listen to the Doom 2016 OST and go work out. It's like, it's some metal, dude. It's some electronic metal. It's crazy. It's good.
What other games stood out to you for E3?
That was it.
Did you see anything? Yeah, I didn't really see anything I could think of.
I mean, I know a lot of people are excited about Smash.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Smash all the characters. So what they're gonna have to do then,
But I'm not impressed by that, to be honest.
They're gonna have to have new characters though.
Yeah, they're gonna have.
There's no way they're gonna reveal the whole roster and not have characters to like surprise you with.
Yeah, they got to keep hyping it up and doing like a new challenger, challenger.
Exactly.
There's no way. Like, if they were to be like their last new challenger is Waluigi, that'd be genius.
Yeah, but he's probably just like an action character like he was in the other games. Like an item character.
Yeah, but you know what? There are people who are excited about the new Smash Brothers, and I think that's just because they are excited that there is a new Smash Brothers. But
there's more to it than that. They also are making it more like Melee with the movement. Melee. Whatever.
It's not a melee weapon, it's a melee weapon.
Okay. Melee.
Anyway, I'm just not impressed. No offense. Well, if I had a Switch, I know I'd be getting it.
Yeah.
But it's not hard for them to just add every character that they've ever had.
No. I mean, like I said, there's still going to be more to it. There's no way they're going to put all that out like that.
I'm still going to be a Mr. Game & Watch, Wario, and Dr. Mario main.
I'll definitely get my Roy back. I miss that guy. That was my character. So instead of I was playing Ike, which is a slower character. And then Kirby. Kirby's always fun to play with.
Thomas said he just beat Hotline Miami this morning. Good for you, Thomas.
Did he purchase it over the weekend or last weekend?
I think he recently purchased it. Matt Vidrine says the Doom soundtrack does go hard. Tyler Hudspeth said he wants to get Doom for his PC.
Oh yeah, his new sexy PC he just built.
And David Gerard Esteban Gonzalez III is also watching. So welcome to the show.
David, you need to stop breaking people's cars.
Yeah. That. I had a good laugh about that. Not at Tyler's expense, but at the situation.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Tyler.
Whew. It happened, brother. Hope you get your car fixed soon.
I thought about him today because I saw like 5 Mini Coopers on the road when I was driving for 12 hours.
Okay, so let's move on to our main topic of discussion.
Marijuana? The devil's lettuce? Oh, wait, we can't say marijuana anymore.
Marijuana.
Because it's apparently a racist term.
What?
You never see that video? Guess who made it? Now this.
No, fuck now this.
Now this made a video saying that marijuana, the word, is racist. What are we going to call it then? Instead of marijuana, we're going to call it marijuana.
No. Shut up. Stop telling.
Call it cannabis.
Stop telling me what's racist.
Right. Unless if it is blatantly racist.
Unless I'm saying the N-word, leave me alone.
Okay, so what did you want to bring up on this? Did you want to have a rebuttal from last time?
No, what I wanted to... Well, maybe, yeah, a little bit. But what I wanted to bring up was just, like... I am pro-legalization. I'm pro-recreational legalization.
Yeah.
I'm pro-decriminalization. I feel like you should just be able to go to the store and buy a pack of joints.
Oh, speaking of which, when I went to Denver, like, right over the border, there was a dispensary. I was like, oh, all right, welcome to Denver, or welcome to Colorado.
Yeah, I'm sure there was, man.
I didn't stop in any of them, just because Dan's not really a big smoker, his girlfriend is, and I just didn't, had the time. But they're all over. I saw a sign there that says, please don't smoke in public like in parks and stuff like that. It was like a ad type of thing.
Yeah, campaign.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Canada just passed legalization, I think last week or this week.
This week.
Yeah, so good for them. I also hear they're trying to pass, I know, sorry, going off topic, psychedelics for treatment. So like mushrooms and all that.
Well, that's good. It's mushroom season down here in Louisiana.
Yeah, you're saying someone that you know found some on his cow pasture.
Yeah, it's hot. It's been humid. It's been rainy. It's psychedelic season.
So how do you know that they actually are, shrooms?
Well, it takes a little bit of practice, but you can learn how to do that, or how to check for it, how to do spore prints, how to do like bruise tests. But it's not hard to recognize the size, shape, and color of the psychedelic mushroom. I mean, I'm talking about the average mushroom user doesn't even buy them. They just go and pick them, and then they eat them on the spot.
Damn. I wish I had that luxury.
There's a lot more people using mushrooms than just dudes who buy mushrooms.
I'm sure. So back on the marijuana topic. What else was there anything else you want to discuss with that? I recently got my cart. I went to the dispensary and got these gummies that it's a 100 milligram bag, and each gummy is about 10. So it's easy to like gauge what your tolerance is if you want to find out what your tolerance is for edibles with the 10s. Or they even have mints that are 5 each if you want to go to like 5. But
this wasn't no Joey Diaz Star of Death.
No, it wasn't a 1,000 milligram one, which I can't believe someone does that. Because just 20 milligrams was just enough to, make me go in my head.
I'd try it.
Think. Oh, yeah, I want to try it out. I don't know if you can even get it. I'm sure you can probably get it around here. I don't know. I'll have to ask Garrett about that. He's the expert. We'll have to have him on sometime and, discuss, like we did last time, see what's going on in the industry and whatnot. Because I'm sure a lot has changed in the year.
I know, here's what I want to do.
Your microphone, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it was just, you're rubbing against something.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here's what I wanted to say. I think that pot is a useful tool for a lot of things. I think it's great for pain relief. I obviously recognize the medical benefits of it.
Definitely.
As far as like relieving seizures and CBD and oil. But I feel like there's still a healthy amount of Americans that don't need it, who use it, who consume it, that would be better off working out, eating a healthy diet, living an active social life.
Those are people that have, addictive personalities, Yeah. So they attach onto that marijuana. So if it wasn't marijuana, I'm sure it could have been, could be something else.
Look, I'll tell you that I will tell you this. I 100% have an addictive personality. I'm over here drinking beer and I have
Yeah, exactly.
I have an addictive personality. And it's not the answer for everybody.
No.
It's really not. And I feel like that's what a lot of people want to ignore, or they just want to... That
it's 100% for everybody, is what you're saying. Yeah, no.
It's really not. That's like saying that sugar is for everybody. Sugar's not for everybody. Coffee is not for everybody.
Yeah.
Different people have different reactions. I consider myself one of the people who probably shouldn't use it recreationally because it gives me anxiety. It's not beneficial to me, I feel like. Now, if I get arthritis in the future and...
You can always do CBD. CBD for that.
Non-psychoactive.
Exactly.
But I do agree to an extent that for a lot of people, maybe I'll just say a lot, not more than half, not whatever amount of people. I would just say a lot is my number. That a lot of people who use marijuana should probably find a healthier coping method.
To deal with their issues. Type of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I think if I lived in a legal state would I feel differently? I don't think so.
Yeah.
So, at all, because I've been to legal states and I didn't feel any more urge than I previously had. I know that you kind of get that mentality of like, well, it's legal, so why not?
Yeah, so let me do it.
But if I could kick alcoholism in the butt and just never drink alcohol again and live without ever being drunk again, I would. But you know what? I like being drunk.
Yeah.
I think everybody does. Or no.
Not everybody. A good majority, I guess.
I think most people do. I think most people like being high. I think most people like whatever.
It's a escape, I guess, in a way, from your everyday mundaneness.
So I don't think I don't think down on anybody who uses marijuana at all. I don't. I absolutely do not.
Yeah.
I feel like that some people who do probably should cut back.
And definitely add exercise into your life. If I could stress that enough. I feel like exercise, you feel so much better afterwards, you know?
Yeah, oh yeah, I've been.
'Cause you've been working out, and I've been,
work in the morning, and
Mm-hmm.
I've been running in the morning before I go to work, and I feel better throughout the day.
Mm-hmm. Was there comments or something? Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, I'm looking at. Thomas says, "I think of it as a glass of wine after a long day of work."
Okay, yeah, he's the kind of guy that does the one token done. Right?
Yeah,
He's not
Thomas,
he's not a constant keep going it all night type of guy.
Yeah, no, I mean, even I don't know, man. Like, I've never been that type. That even whenever I did, I've never been that type that was like, yeah, let me smoke blunt after blunt after blunt.
Mm-hmm.
So some people are like that. Some people save up and they buy an eighth and they roll it up and they smoke it and then they're done. They're good for a while.
Just to get it out of their system.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Thomas said, it is kind of like it can be like a wine thing, because I can see where he's coming from with that. He likes to have that, and then it relaxes him for, I don't know, what was it, 4 hours or so it lasts for usually.
I wish there wasn't a stigma to it. Because
Oh my god! Yeah.
If there was a stigma to it, if there wasn't, I probably would be the occasional smoker.
Mm-hmm. It's just because of our culture has made a giant stigma against it.
We're consumptionists. We're consumers, dude. We are consumers. That's what we do. So, what I wanted to get out was that's why I wanted to talk about it tonight, was that by no means am I anti-it at all, but at the same time, I feel like, like, if you don't smoke cigarettes and you smoke a cigarette, you'll probably get a nicotine buzz, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll get something from it.
Definitely.
But as anybody who smokes or uses nicotine knows, you're going to build a tolerance.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes more to achieve the level that you want. And like any drug, like anything, I should say,
Yeah.
the more you put in your system, the more it is affecting your system.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
The more your body adapts to it.
yeah, like,
Well, like
you know,
alcohol, for instance. I could have
yeah.
maybe like 3 of these, and I won't really be that buzzed. I mean, just a little buzzed, but not like drunk guy over here.
Well, what I'm thinking about is when you get clean, so to say.
Okay, like
When
sober.
you get off of it and you get it out of your system,
Mm-hmm.
you feel differently.
Yes.
Mentally, physically, spiritually.
So you're talking about the person that's like constantly on smoke.
Yeah.
Constantly smokes marijuana. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, you're more prone to be depressed or accepting of lower standards of quality of life, and you're satiated.
Well, I mean, here's an example. My brother, he used to be an excessive marijuana smoker, right? He used to only be able to get high from dabs. That's how bad it was. Like, that's the only way he was able to get high. Now, now that he doesn't really smoke that much, or he went clean, as you said, he only has he makes what do you call it? The cigarettes with the marijuana, a sploof. He makes one of those, and he's good.
Yeah.
And that's all.
Yeah.
I feel like that's all I need too. I mean, I would rather have that than have to have like a bong hit to myself to be high, you know.
Yeah, I can think of a time when I knew people that were like, I gotta have a whole bowl to myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, man, you really don't. You really don't. You've built up that tolerance, and that's where I'm like, you've developed a dependency on it.
That's where you're going with it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you don't need that because you lived without it. You feel a certain way on it. You live life a certain way on it.
Think of it as an alcoholic.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have a term for it that I know.
Weedholic, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have a term for it, for that
Pothead
level of dependency. But I think it's, to say that pot is a non-habit forming drug or a non-addictive
it depends on the person,
substance. Yeah, 100%.
Like we were
Depends
saying.
on the person.
It's kind of like coffee too, Some people
Exactly.
have to have a shit ton of coffee in order to feel okay.
See, if it had the same stigma as coffee, there's no way I'd be talking about it the way I am now.
But also, coffee doesn't alter your state of mind as much as marijuana does,
Exactly. Now, you're not going to catch me being like, oh, you can't drive on it, you can't do whatever on it.
Mm-hmm.
But, I know that you think differently. I know that you process things differently. I know that you just handle life. You process things.
Yes, I get really creative when I'm on an edible. I just have all these thoughts that run through my head. On Monday, I was watching some YouTube videos, and I was just thinking of things that were going on, and one of them, let me read it off to you. So I was watching this guy take apart, the guy that takes apart electronics? He's from Techno Buffalo. He takes apart laptops, iPads, and shows you the process. So as I was watching him do that, I thought of a horror movie called Error 404. The AI takes over via an advanced VR headset, and you show the guy taking apart the VR headset, and all of a sudden he sees a random part that's in there that he's never seen before, and that's basically the part that controls people's minds, and that's where I got.
Okay. I like to watch how it's made videos.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like that in a way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, one of my all-time favorite 3-part how it's made videos is uranium.
Oh, yeah.
I shared that every time I see it, but I'm like,
uranium
is interesting as hell.
And I had no idea before that episode aired how it was made.
So we got some people who were saying that I wake and vape. I wake and bake and play Skyrim. We got some comments coming in. We got some people arguing need versus want, psychological versus physiological arguments. So I appreciate you guys for chiming in. Vape and poop, yeah. Normally when I wake
Vooping?
Normally when I wake up, I drink my bit of water, I take my pills for the day, I pack a lip, and then I sit on the toilet and take a shit for like 20 minutes. But, yeah, that's about all I wanted to cover.
Okay. Yeah, I guess one more thing I just wanted to point out, if you guys have seen it, there's some videos that some YouTubers have got a hold of that phone that's full screen, and then it has a camera that pops out. Looks pretty dope. Like, there's no buttons at all. So picture, like, remember back in the day, those digital frames that you would see at the malls?
Yeah.
Picture that, but, like, without the bezel. Like, the clarity of it. There's a video Linus does it, and Unbox Therapy. So if you're into phone stuff, it's worth checking out. But other than that, that's all I saw. I mean, I was busy in Denver and whatnot.
Yeah. That sounds pretty cool, man. I don't have anything else to follow up with.
That's all right.
What are we at on time?
We're at 46.
That's good enough for me.
All right. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for the few people who are in the chat room right now, talking it up, and chilling with us right now. I'm gonna post this on YouTube. Please comment, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you hate it. Leave us a comment if you weren't in the comment section, or if you were in the comment section and wanted to continue on the conversation about marijuana or whatever you were talking about. Other than that, I'm TJ Wasiuk.
And I'm Evan Schmo Meal.
And I love you, or we love you.
We love you.
And good night.
Good night.